As someone who has played video games since the 80s, I feel it is my duty to nip a certain mentality in the bud. There is no drug quite like nostalgia, and when it comes to gaming, the rose-tinted glasses can hit hard, with some thinking that gaming was simply better in the 90s and 2000s. I humbly disagree with this notion, and here's why. Point 1. The complete games fallacy, and for this I'm specifically referring to single-player titles. While there have been some games that have been released where core plot points either went unresolved outside of DLC, a la Final Fantasy XV, or ignored completely like Mass Effect Andromeda, for every misstep, I guarantee you there is a game that released feature complete and tells the story it wants to tell with the base game. Think the last 3 Assassin's Creed games, Valhalla, Mirage, Shadows, Alan Wake, the Spider-Man games, Baldur's Gate 3, the list goes on. Point 2, and everyone's favorite boogeyman, microtransactions. So this has 2 parts to it. The first, and probably the most prevalent, is going to be live service games. When you think about it, these are really just the next evolution of arcade machines, and are by design made to drip feed you content so that you keep putting quarters in the slot. While I agree there is an argument to be made about the occasional title having, quote, pay-to-win mechanics, usually in something competitive which is particularly scummy, or just maybe has an exploitative business model, I would counter this by making the argument that the gaming community at large is usually pretty quick to call this out, which can often result in the devs backpedaling. Some examples including Star Wars Battlefront 2, Overwatch 2, and even Nintendo facing a class action lawsuit with Mario Kart Tour. The other half of this is when there are microtransactions for single-player games, and really, most of them are completely cosmetic and unnecessary. And to that end, I would say this is a non-issue because, frankly, you people keep spending money on them. They're being offered because devs and publishers have figured out you'll pay that extra, and you prove it to them time and time and time again. And lastly, point 3, patching and updates. While I do agree to a point that games are more likely to be rushed out the gate and then patched later, this in itself is an issue. The option to fix problems at all is a net positive. People seem to think that just because patching didn't occur back in the days of the PS1 or the SNES, that games didn't release with bugs. Doing a cursory search on Google will tell you otherwise. You'll find a number of games on multiple platforms that had issues from bad frame rate to graphical glitches to hit detection. Having the ability to fix mistakes or even help the game code run more smoothly is by and large a good thing. Yes, it can be annoying having to wait for the occasional download to finish, but overall, it's a way the devs are trying to make playing their game a better experience. This has been Mr. Mad, signing off.